Hello, everyone. My name is Demetrius Harmon. I am a financial coach. I own Harmon Financial Coaching. I help my clients with budgeting, saving money, building wealth, just creating healthy money habits. I'm very big on financial literacy, very passionate about it. Please check out my website. You get a chance, harmonfinancialcoaching.com. All right, so I want to go ahead and get into it. I don't want to waste any time. I want to talk to you today about Dave Ramsey's 7 Baby Steps. I personally subscribe to these, my wife and I. I'm big on a plan. A lot of times people want to do something, but they're not sure how to get there. I believe in what I call DPE, dream, plan, and execute. So a plan is very important because that's going to be the roadmap to how you get there. That's the roadmap to success. So the 7 baby steps work because it gives you play by play, step by step on how to build wealth and how to win with your money. Before I get into it, I have to be honest, it's not for everyone because it's hard. I'm just going to be honest with you. But anything worth having is worth working for. A lot of people want to be successful, but they don't want to work hard for it. I believe in no grind, no shine. If you want to shine, you're going to have to grind. You're going to have to work hard. So if you're willing to work hard, stick to the plan, submit to the plan, don't quit, you will win with your money. I'm telling you. But these 7 baby steps, I believe in success leaves footprints. Thousands of people have paid off debt. Millions of dollars have been paid off. So this plan works. It's legit. Okay. So baby step number 1, you're gonna save $1,000. $1,000. This is a baby emergency fund. I know some people may say, well, that's not a lot of money. Of course it's not a lot of money. It's not supposed to be a lot of money. This is just to help you get the ball rolling, that behavior modification. You want to save $1,000 as soon as possible because you want to get away from credit cards. I don't own any credit cards. So if you were to have to buy a new tire, you can just pay cash for it. Imagine that. I know it sounds like a novelty ideal, but just paying cash for things, stuff that you have to pay for, you don't have to swipe a card and then wait for the bill to come in. So this step 1 is that first step in behavior modification, because if you're going to win with your money, you're going to have to change the way you behave with your money. So once again, baby step number 1, save $1,000 as fast as possible. Put it in a sock drawer, put it in a bank, wherever. But it's very important because a lot of Americans cannot cover a $1,000 emergency. They would just have to borrow money. They have to use a credit card. They don't have liquid cash to access. And I want to tell you something. When you have emergencies in life, unfortunately they happen, but when you have money, emergencies turn into inconveniences. I know that from experience. I can't say this enough. Baby step number 1, work as hard as you possibly can to save $1,000. You got to get that first point on the board. All right, transition to baby step number 2. Baby step number 2 is what they call the debt snowball. It is you're going to list all your debts from smallest to largest. Don't worry about interest rates. You're going to pay minimum payments on all of your other debts, and you're going to throw all your extra money that you have towards this smallest debt. Let's say it was $500. You're going to throw all your extra money that you have to this $500 credit card bill, and you are going to see progress. That is the number 1 indicator. That is the carrot in front of the donkey that's going to drive you. Do you know what the number 1 indicator for success and whether or not someone's going to quit or not is if they see progress? When you see progress, you start to get happy. You start to feel different. You start to stand a little bit taller. It's just like if you're working out and you start to lose weight, or you start to see more muscle growth, whatever the case may be, you're going to be more likely to go back to the gym and eat better because, again, you've seen the progress. So when you pay that first debt off and you see that progress, you're going to be motivated. And then you move on to the second debt, and you do the same process, rinse and repeat over and over again. Eventually, you're going to pay all your debt off. And when you pay all your debt off, you're gonna feel so incredible. I'm telling you right now. And this is all of your debt except your mortgage. I forgot to tell you that. So you're not paying off your mortgage yet. Just be patient. You're gonna get to that, and we're gonna get to that in a second. All right. So we have baby step number 3. You're going to save 3 to 6 months, and this is an emergency fund. This is the big boy. This is the 3 to 6 month emergency fund. You're not trying to get rich. Do not put this emergency fund into the stock market. No, you just park it, put it in a money market account at your bank, or even put it in a separate account, so that way you're not tempted to use it. And this is going to be in case of emergencies. Break glass in case of emergencies. Again, 3 to 6 months of an emergency fund. If only one person works in the house, I recommend saving 6 months. But everyone's different. It all depends on your comfort level. But definitely bare minimum 3 months emergency fund, because this is going to be a buffer between you and life, because we all know that life happens. When you save this money, what you want to make sure is that you are having this money set aside in case of emergencies. I know I've said that multiple times. This isn't, an emergency vacation fund. Going on vacation is not an emergency, okay? I assure you that. So you want to be smart with this money. And when you have your emergency fund, now you have that foundation. Okay, so now any tall building, any building you see has a solid foundation. You want to stand on a solid foundation, because that's going to give you that ability to withstand the wind and the rain and the storm. All right. So now we transition to baby step number 4. This is 15% of your household income into a retirement fund. And say it again, 15% gross income into a retirement fund. Now you're thinking about the future, because you want to make sure that when you retire with dignity. You always hear people who listen to Dave Ramsey, he always says that retire with dignity. Translation, you can retire and not have to worry about living off of your kids or continuing to work. You can actually retire and enjoy that part of your life and live comfortably. All right, so now, and before I forgot to mention this. Baby steps 4, 5, and 6 are all done simultaneously. Baby steps 4, 5, and 6 are all done simultaneously. So, like I said, I just covered baby step number 4. So now we're going to transition into baby step number 5, which is save for your kids' college fund. My kids, they already know that they're not going to school with debt. They're not going to graduate with debt. We're not going to use that. They're not going to know what FAFSA is. When my kids graduate, they're not going to have a boulder around their neck known as student loan debt. It's not going to happen, not in my house. So you want to save for your kids' college fund. If you don't have all the money saved up, guess what? Because you have no debt now, you're going to be able to pay as you go. All right? So save for a kid's college fund. Put it in the 529, the ESA. You can talk to your financial advisor about those things, but saving for your kids' college fund is going to set them up for the future. Baby step number 6, pay off your mortgage. You're going to pay off your mortgage. I know it seems like people feel like that's impossible. It's not. I know people close to me who have their mortgages paid off. It's possible. Baby step number 6, pay off your mortgage. When you don't have any debt at all, you're going to feel really free. And I just want to point this out real quick. In regards to debt, debt is a thief. It steals. It's the thief of all things pertaining to wealth. Debt starts making decisions for you, and that's when you find yourself working at a job where you know that they don't appreciate you. You find yourself working at a job where you're doing work and it's not fulfilling, and Sunday night you're already grumpy because you have to go to work at a job that you don't like. Why? Because you have debt. I owe, so off to work I go. And let me tell you how debt works. Debt, first it starts out as that house guest that kind of goes in the back room when family and friends come over. But as you keep it around longer and longer, it gets more comfortable, and before you know it, it's sleep on the couch when you're going to work. You getting out of your warm bed and you're on your way to work. Debt metaphorically, debt will just be sleeping on your couch. And guess what? It will be on your couch when you get back eating Cheetos, watching TV. Debt is going to drive you crazy. But so many Americans are conditioned like, hey, debt is normal, it's okay. No, it's not. It's not a tool, it's a thief, okay? So, baby step number 7. This is the final step. This is just give and build wealth and just be outrageously generous. People who are part of Dave Ramsey's tribe, you always hear him say, be outrageously generous. And it is so nice to be able to, even if you're not at baby step number 7, just being out of debt, you're going to be able to give to your favorite causes, your charities. You're going to be able to give spontaneously, maybe a GoFundMe page, maybe someone has been something has happened to them and their family, and maybe someone's house burns down and you want to donate X amount of dollars to them. You can do those things because you don't have any debt. So I'm telling you right now, stick to the plan. I just gave you a brief summary of Dave Ramsey's 7 baby steps. If you are not familiar with them, you can look them up. Dave has he has his own podcast. He's larger than life. Everybody should know who Dave Ramsey is, I would think, but I know there are some people who are not. But just to summarize this real quick, the reason why the 7 baby steps work is because it's a plan. And it tells you step by step. I'm a firm believer, success leaves footprints. Don't try to reinvent the wheel. Just stick to the plan, submit to the plan. Don't put your own twist on it. And I promise you, you will win with your money. All right? So that concludes my video. Hopefully, this video is beneficial to you. If it was, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and that's my time. Take care. God bless.